clarify something that was not clear.
Uthi kunento afuna ukuyicacisa ebengacacanga kahle.
When I put that assertion that you were assaulted near a ring road around 1522, which you have distanced yourself from, you actually on your route to Phukengi via Moroka. That's what I wanted to clarify.
Uthi into afuna ukuyicacisa ukuthi nani kade nisemgaqweni indlela eya ePhukengi nidlule eMoroka. Ngalesikhathi ezebe ethi wawukade uthe ushayiwe ngase ring road. Uthi kahle kahle into afuna ukuyicacisa ukuthi benisemgaqweni nisuka eMoroka niya ePhukengi.
Kosenkantolo ngiyathemba la sengikhulume kanenge ngokushawa kwami ukuthi mina ngishawele phambi kwegate lengangemkuka akaze ngishawele emgwaqeni kosenkantolo.
My Lord, I believe I have mentioned a couple of times about my assault that I was assaulted next to a gate. I have never been assaulted next to a road.
No, I understand. I was just clarifying, Mr. Ntanzi.
Uthi uyazwisisa umshushisi bekafuna nje ukucacisa udaba oluthize.
Okay. Now let us go back. Just want to take you a little bit backwards
Uthasiye emuva kancane nje.
to the 17th of June 2020 at the boardroom.
Siye kuyi-17 zika June 2020 laphaya boardroom.
So I want to seek clarity on that aspect.
Ufuna ukucacisa indaba ethize lapho.
It was your evidence before this court that at some stage, Brigadier Kininda instructed you to strip off your clothes.
Ubufakazi bakho uthe kunesikhathi la uBrigadier Kininda eye wathi wena ukhumule impahla zakho.
Yebo nkosenkantolo.
That is correct.
And then did you comply with that instruction?
Uye wakhumula.
Ngikhumulile ngaphezulu nkosenkantolo.
I took off my top.
And that's the stage when Bambena came closer to you to look for tattoos.
Kula uMabhena uye weza kuwe azobheka imibhalo yama-tattoo.
Yebo nkosenkantolo.
That is correct, my Lord.
So I want to invite you to comment on the version or on your instruction that you gave to Mr. Mngomezulu on the proceedings of the 7th of November 2023 on page 17, where he said, no, my instruction is that accused number 2, he refused because on the basis that there was a woman in the presence.
Manje umnumzana Mngomezulu uthe uma ekhuluma la enkantolo ngeyi7 zika November 2023 wathi ngaleso sikhathi uzebe ucelwa ukuthi ukhulule wena uye wanqaba ngenxa yokuthi kwakade kunomuntu wesifazane khona lapha.
And then before you respond, so I can put this into context, Mkhane responded as follows. I think accused 2 must tell you the truth, because how could we ask him to disrobe, to take his clothes off when there were people there, when there were a woman there, where there were people from outside there?
Mkhane waphendula le ndaba bekade ikhulunywa ummeli ephendule ethi umsolo wesibini kuzofuneka ukuthi akutshele iqiniso ngoba besingamcela kanjani ukuthi akhulule ukuthi bekade kunomuntu wesifazane kunomuntu wangaphandle okungasingxenye yethu lapho.
Kosenkantolo ngicela ungaphendulele baba Mngomezulu ngoba ngimlapha nje ngizokhuluma into eyayenzeka ngekhona mina.
My Lord, may I please not respond on what Mr. Mngomezulu had said. As I am standing here, I am here to testify on what happened whilst I was present.
Ngoba ubonile uGininda metha ngikhumula ukuthi ayikho lento ayifunayo amathathone nembola setshene nkosenkantolo engibuza i28 angilazi ukuthi lisho ukuthina nginalo into le nkosenkantolo.
Because my Lord, even Brigadier Gininda, he saw when I took off my t-shirt that I did not have even that particular tattoo, the number 28, which I also do not know what does it mean.
So I want to conclude on this point without wasting time. So that refusal by you to take off your clothes never happened.
manje kusho ukuthi wena awuzange unqabe ukukhumula.
Kosenkantolo ngoba ngemphambi wakho angithi ngilethe into ayenzeka kimi la. Bengeke ngizila ngingazi ukuthi ngizokwenza. Ngikhuluma into ayenzeka kimi ngithi mina ngagumula lapha izithombe zathathiwe.
My Lord, as I am standing before you, I am here to testify on what happened, and I wouldn't have been standing here if I did not do what they wanted me to do, and I am saying that I did take off my t-shirt.
Okay, and as a point of departure, so you cannot testify about the refusal to disrobe.
Manje wena ngeke uphane ngobufakazi ngale ndaba yokuthi wena uye wanqaba ukukhumula.
Kosenkantolo ngiyaphinda ngithi angishongo phambi kwakho kosenkantolo mina ngowami umlomo ukuthi nginqabile ukukhumula. Ngithe mina ngigumulile ngoba ngangifuna ayibone serious lento le ukuthi azange ngafaka ethathombe futhi angizange ngaboshiwe ngale nombolo ayengitshela ntombi lasejele.
My Lord, I never said before you that I refused to undress, and I undressed because I wanted to prove to Brigadier Gininda that I do not have that number that he mentioned, and I have never also been arrested as it was alleged.
Ngoba namhlanje kosenkantolo anginayo ethathombe anginayo inombolo lasejele.
Because to date, my Lord, I still do not have a tattoo. I still do not have that number from the prison.
As the please, let's proceed now.
Utasiqhubekeke.
We'll argue that point later.
Uthi uzobuya kuyo lelo daba uzoluxoxa uma sekuxoxwa abashushisi nommeli.
Exhibit HH, statement that was taken from you by Colonel Rapado.
Siyake kubufakazi buka HH, istatement esathathwa kuwe sithathwa uKolonel Rapado.
It's in front of you, the original.
Nayi original yakho.
Yebo nkosenkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
Can you recognize your signature on the statement
Isignature yakho uyayibona la?
as well as the proforma?
Yebo nkosenkantolo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see it, my Lord.
Is that your signature?
Yona le isignature yakho.
Yebo nkosenkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
And the thumbprint?
Bese isithupha leso sikabani.
Bangibeka nkosenkantolo isithupha manje angazi noma yiso lesinoma ngesinye kodwa ngasibeka isithupha nkosenkantolo.
I did place my thumbprint, my Lord. I'm not sure if this is the one or there is another one that was placed there.
Okay. On the front of the document is dated 19 June 2020.
Uthi phambili lana ibhalwe i-19 June 2020. Uyakubona lokho?
Yebo nkosenkantolo.
Yes, I can see that.
Time is 10 to 7.
Isikhathi mizuzu elishumi ngaphambi kwehora lesikhombisa.
Yebo nkosenkantolo ngiyayibona.
Yes, my Lord, I can see that.
And then it was the person that contacted Colonel Rapado is Colonel Gininda.
Umuntu oye washayela uKolonel Rapado ucingo kwakade kuyiKolonel Gininda.
Angazi nkosenkantolo.
I do not know, my Lord.
Can you dispute that?
Ungaphika lokho kodwa?
Ngoba ngithi angazi nje angazi nkosenkantolo.
As I am saying I do not know, my Lord.
And then name of the suspect is Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi.
Bese igama lomuntu oyikuthi umsolwa ubongani Sandiso Ntanzi.
Ngiyabona nkosenkantolo.
Yes, I can see that, my Lord.
Police station is Fosloras, case 63610 of 2014.
I-police station, i-Fosloras, case number 636-10-2014.
Ngiyabona nkosenkantolo tebhalwe.
Yes, I can see that what is written, my Lord.
Charges murder and language of suspect is Zulu.
Icala ebakuthwesa lona kwakade kuyicala lokubulala wena ukhuluma isiZulu.
Yebo nkosenkantolo ngikhuluma isiZulu.
Yes, my Lord, I am Zulu speaking.
And you were currently held at Pretoria North.
Wawukade ubekwe esiphoyiseni sase Pretoria North. Uyakubona nalokho?
Yebo ngiyakubona wakubhalwe lapha.
Yes, my Lord, I can see it as it is written on that document.
Were you kept at Pretoria North on the 19th of June 2020?
Nge-19 zika June 2020 wawukade uvalelwe ePretoria North.
Angiyazi igama le police station nkosenkantolo bangihlala ama police station amaningi. Mabe kubhale bona la. Ayikho into engizothi mina ngiyenqaba kubhale bona ngithi kubhale bona kubhala ngami.
I do not know the name of the police station which I was kept at, my Lord, as I was kept in a couple of police stations. However, if it is written here, there's nothing that I can say as it is being written, my Lord.
from the 16th of June 2020 until this date, the 19th of June 2020, were you ever taken to a different police station other than Pretoria North?
Ukusukela nge-16 zika June 2020 ukuyofikela nge-19 zika June 2020 uye wasuswa wayisiwa kwenye police station ngaphandle kwale iPretoria North.
Kosenkantolo negama le police station ngiyachaza nje ngangayazi igama le police station ngangana ukuthi ngikuphi ukube mhlamba ayingitshela ukuthi ngikuphi ngabe ngangazi ukuthi ngikuphi ngoba ikhita ayingitshela mina ngirepotela yona.
My lord, even the name of the police station I was not informed of, therefore I did not know which police station was I kept in. If I was informed, then I would have kept it in mind.
Do you recall yesterday when you gave your evidence, or during cross-examination rather, you said that in the morning of the 19th of June 2020, you went to a certain police station in the morning where they parked and then you sat inside the vehicle?
Usakhumbula ukuthi izolo uma uphana ngobufakazi noma uma ubuzwa imibuzo uye wathi ekseni nge-19 yenasuka naya kwenye ipolice station afika napaka khona.
Ngiyakhumbula Kosenkantolo akaze ngilibize igama le police station. Khona ukukhishwa kwe police station ngene emontweni ngizophuma ngoba nguyo ongikhipha nguyo ongivalelayo. Ayikho into engizoyinqaba Kosenkantolo.
Yes, my lord, I do remember, and I did not mention the name of the police station as I was moved by him, and there is nothing that I could have done as he had instructed me that I should go.
Evidence led in this court is that that particular police station is Moroka police station.
Ubufakazi obukhishwe la ukuthi leo police station iMoroka police station.
Lenga hanje sakuyo Kosenkantolo.
Are you referring to the police station which I was taken to,
Noma lenga engalandwa kuyo ekseni.
or the one which I was kept at?
The one you were taken to.
Uthi le ewayiswa kuyo.
Yebo Nkosenkantolo ngoba kusho wena.
Yes.
Ngizothi ngoba into oyifundayo wena ebhalwe phansi nele onolwazi la. Mina
Yes.
ngazi angwazi ama police station la. Nama ngangiphumela enkantolo ngikhomba ukuthi ngangihlala ngeke ngakhomba.
Yes, my lord, that is what you are saying, and there is nothing I can dispute as I do not know the police stations. Even now, I cannot be able to go and point out the police stations which I stayed in.
And can you confirm that on the date you were driven into that particular police station on that Toyota Fortuner, white Toyota Fortuner?
Uyavuma ukuthi nangalelo langa uye wayisiwa kuleyo police station kuhanjwa ngale Toyota Fortuner ebekade imhlophe.
Yebo Nkosenkantolo ngalandwa ngefortune emhlophe.
Yes, my lord, I was driven with a white Toyota Fortuner.
And then you confirm as well that at no stage on the 19th of June 2020 you were taken out of that particular Fortuner to another vehicle.
Uyavuma futhi nokuthi akuzange kube nesikhathi la ukuthi ngalo lelo langa le 19 wasuswa kule Toyota Fortuner wayisiwa kwenye imoto.
Ayamangala Nkosenkantolo.
That is incorrect, my lord.
No, you do not understand my question. I'm saying, okay, let me ask you in this way. Were you ever taken out of the Toyota Fortuner into another vehicle?
Manje uthi ithabuze lo mbuzo ngalendlela. Ngalo leli langa le 19 sika June 2020 uye wakhishwa kwi Toyota Fortuner wafakwa kwenye imoto.
Ngasikhathi seni Nkosenkantolo ekseno lemina ayikho imoto mina ngakhishwa kuyo nge19 ngafakwa kwenye imoto. Ngalokho nje ngeke ifortune.
At what time, my lord, are you referring to? Because there is no vehicle which I was taken into after being taken from the Toyota Fortuner on the 19th. Are you referring to in the morning, during the day, or what time?
At any stage on that particular day?
Uthi ngalelo langa le 19 nje nhlobo ilanga lonke awuzange ufakwe kwenye imoto.
Ayizange yenzeka lonto Nkosenkantolo.
I have never been moved from one vehicle to another on the 19th.
Okay, now let's take it a step further now. The AVL report locates that particular vehicle from this time that is noted, or closest to this time that is noted in this document, to be at Koma Street or Makalima Street, which is Moroka police station at that time.
Manje ke lobufakazi bwe AVL bona bubonisa yona le moto le ngaso lesisikhathi noma ngalesikhathi esondelene naso lesi ukuthi le moto yayikade isekoma emgaqweni obizwa ukoma noma imakhalima eyikuthi lo mgwaqo loyo umgwaqo oseduze nepolice station yemroka.
Kosenkantolo azange ngisho mina ukuthi imoto yahamba kuleli gama lestrata amagama estrata ngiwatshene nguye mina umshushisi. Mina ngithe imoto ngangikhishwe police station imoto ngiyobeka lapha efika ime khona ngibone ukuthi mhlambe ngipopolo ukuthi ngikuphi lapha engikhona kuphela qa into engikhulumela phambili kosenkantolo.
My Lord, I never mentioned any street in my testimony. The names of the streets are being mentioned by the state, and all that I have said is that whenever the motor vehicle would stop, I would then peep and see where was the motor vehicle. That's when I would have knowledge.
And at that stage, you were escorted by Constable Jonathan into the office of Colonel Rapad.
Uthi ke ngaleso sikhathi kulayi ukuthi wena uye wathathwa uConstable Jonathan wakuthatha wakuyisa enkantolo lika Colonel Rapad.
Amanga kosenkantolo la.
That is incorrect, my Lord.
Okay. Now let us proceed. Now on your version, which is not supported by anything, whether witnesses or AVL, you said you were taken to this place with ATMs, and then you could see there was a dumping at the back, and you made mention of something regarding papers.
Manje ukuya ngobufakazi bakho oyikuthi abunayo into eyifakazelayo lobufakazi bakho. iAVL ayikhulumi ngabo, akunafakazi ozile ekhuluma nangabo. Wena uthi uye wayithathwa wayisiwa kwindawo ethize la kulahlwa khona izibi, la ukhulume ngamaphepha wakhuluma nangokuthi kwakade kunama ATM endaweni lebo kade uyiswe kuyo.
Yebo nkosenkantolo mina ngikhuluma ngento engangiyibona.
Yes, my Lord, I am testifying about what I saw.
Lenga ngibona phambi kwami yenzeka mina. Nkosenkantolo ngoba ngimlapha ngizotshela inkosenkantolo into ayenzeka kimi.
I saw what was happening, and as I was standing there, and even as I am testifying, I'm informing the court of what I saw.
And it was your evidence that the man that you said you picked up at Chris Han Baragwanath Hospital gave you certain documentation.
Wena ubufakazi bakho uthe lomlisa onimlande eChris Han Baragwana uye wakunika amaphepha athize.
Kosenkantolo ngithe amaphepha emotweni wawanikwa usayitshene umhali benomabhena benemvilope. Amaphepha la anika wona la sengishavetha ngisayine ngenkani lapha sasingakuthiwa ngisayine khona amaphepha ngenkani kosenkantolo.
My Lord, I said he was given documents by Sergeant Mohani and Mabena. They gave him an envelope, and the documents that he gave me, it was when I was assaulted, and he said I should sign on those documents.
Was it not your testimony said that the documents were handed to him by Colonel Brigadier Gininda?
Wena awushongo ukuthi ubekade enikwe lamaphepha uBrigadier Gininda.
Kosenkantolo ngithe amaphepha mina wawanikwa emotweni.
My Lord,
ngoba wayehlele duzane nami la.
I said he was given documents inside the vehicle as he was seated next to me.
Nge-envelope brown lenkulu.
And he was given those documents where they were contained inside a big brown envelope.
Ngoba ngihamba naye la ngemoto amaphepha uyawakhipha uhambe yawafunda ukuthi ayesho ukuthini angiwazi namanje kuye.
As the vehicle was driving, he was taking out those documents and reading them. I do not know what was written on those documents.
So that happened in your presence?
Leyo nto yenzakele ukhona.
Angithi ngihleli naye ngemuva emotweni.
I was sitting with him in the vehicle.
Siyahamba ngemoto masisoka lapha esamgibeza khona.
As the motor vehicle was driving from where we took him.
And it was evidence before this court that Exhibit HH was completed by Colonel Rapadu in his own handwriting. He also signed those documents.
Kuthiwe uColonel Rapadu uyena owasayina leli phepha, uyena owaligcwalisa ngesandla sakhe.
Kosenkantolo angithi mina ngimazi ukuthi wayebhala ngoba ehlela lapha phansi ehleli noduzane nobaba uGininda. Angimazi izinto ayebhala.
My Lord, I do not know what was he completing, what was he writing as he was seated there with Brigadier Gininda
ukube mhlambe ngabona ngabe ngizoyitshela inkosi kaDoda hayi ngambone ebhala iphepha so manje mina ngilibonanga ngoba
If-
lali kuye la mina ngimi le
If perhaps I would have seen him writing what on what document, I would have been able to testify that I saw him writing on this particular document.
So at some stage he was talking to Brigadier Gininda.
Kunesikhathi esithize la bekade yena ekhuluma noBrigadier Gininda.
Nkosi kaDoda bafika lathi bahlala bobabili so emveni kwemonto uGininda wahlala naye so bekhuluma uGininda wasuka weza ke bethi namanje ngisamenza angikafuna ukukhuluma ukuthi ngisamenza isithutha na
My Lord, they came and sat behind the motor vehicle together facing each other. And after that, Brigadier Gininda came to me and asked me, am I still making him a fool?
They were sitting behind which vehicle?
Bebahleli emuva kwayiphi imoto?
imoto ehamba ngoba uGininda iBM ebehamba ngayo emhlophe ngakusho ukubaba uNgozi athi iBM wayehamba ngayo
Brigadier Gininda was driving a BMW white in color.
kodwa yayingadrive ngokwena waphuma eceleni lapha ijika imoto eyidriver umama umholi
However, he was not driving. The vehicle was driven by Sergeant Mohola.
At what stage did the Colonel Rapad get into the vehicle?
Colonel
What
Rapad,
time? At what time, in fact?
Colonel Rapad uyena ungene ngasiphi isikhathi emotweni.
esibhedlela or sesilapha sasemkhona
This is the court, my lord. My lord, with all due respect to my learned colleague, time and time again, the witness has said, I didn't have time on me. I don't have any sense of time. And this question overly it's repeated over and over and over as the court pleases, madam.
My Lord, the witness can simply say, was it in the morning or it was in the afternoon?
Yeah, proceed.
Uthi ke umshushisi Colonel Rapad ungene nini emotweni akasho ukuthi uchaze isikhathi esithize uthi ungasho ukuthi bekusemini noma bekuhlwile noma bekusekuseni
mina phambi kwesenkantolo ngisho ukuthi ubaba uRapata zange ngambone kuseni ngimbone emini lapha egibela imoto abasamthatha khona seza naye lapha imoto eyihamba khona engazekiwa kuphi
My Lord, I have testified that I did not see Colonel Rapadu in the morning. I saw him during the day when he came into the vehicle and we drove off.
Did at any stage, when you were in that place, Return Orlando at the gate, Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu talk to you?
Ngalesikhathi nilaphayana kule ndawo ebekade ibhalwe Orlando egate. Sikhona isikhathi la ukuthi uLieutenant Colonel Rapadu uye wakhuluma nawe.
angizange ngikhulume naye Nkosi enkantolo uzokhuluma nami ngoba phela wayephethe yonke into yami azange ngibuze nix Nkosi enkantolo
There is nothing that he had spoken to me. What was he going to speak to me about as he had everything that pertained to me?
So you are saying this pro forma, as well as the statement, is something that the police came with ready prepared.
Manje ufuna ukuthi lencwadi nestatement esiphakathi into ekuthi amaphoyisa beze seyibhaliwe.
Nkosi enkantolo mabehleli phansi angibazi ukuthi benzani mina lapha
My Lord,
behleli khona
as they were seated down, I do not know what were they doing where they were sitting.
ukuthi babebhala babengabhala angibazi mina lento le angidibani nayo Nkosi enkantolo ngeyabo
Whether they were writing or not, I am not part of it. This document belongs to them.
okwami kuphela la isignature esikhathi ngishawa leyo impendulo engiphendula phambi kweNkosi enkantolo
The only thing that belongs to me here, my Lord, it's a signature when I was being assaulted. That's all I am saying in front of this court.
So you got nothing to do with the contents of this document.
Wena lokho kubhalwe la awuhlangani lutho na.
angihlangani Nkosi enkantolo nakho
Yes, my Lord, I have nothing to do with what is written in this document.
ngoba kube mhlambe kwenziwaye ngishina phambi kweNkosi enkantolo ukuthi la ngabe ngizocela istatement sesizulu izulu ngiyakwazi ukusibhala
If this document was completed by me, I would have completed the document in Zulu because I am able to write Zulu.
Thank you, sir. So as you were being assaulted there, what happened?
Njengoba bowulibele ushawa laphaya kwenzakeleni.
Ngishaywe inkosi enkantolo kuthiwa mangisayine ngazange ngagcina ngisayinele sengizwe ukuthi nampela ngumuntu ongikhathele ngemukele.
I got assaulted, my lord, until I gave up and saw that indeed I have to sign, as I have already given up and I was now tired of being assaulted.
Angisayinanga inkosi enkantolo ngokuthanda kwami lami.
I did not sign freely and voluntarily.
And can you describe the nature of assault that was meted out on the day in question?
Uthi umshushisi ake uchaze lokushawa okhuluma ngakho kwalelo langa.
Inkosi enkantolo ngikhuluma mina ngokufaka uplastic ekhanda inkosi enkantolo la.
My lord, I am referring to being tubed with a plastic being put on my head.
Ngoba babe ngibambile ngapha izandla ngapho ubaba uButhelezi nalo nomunye ngingalazi igama lakho emhlophe.
As Mr. Buthelezi and the other white gentleman held my hands from the back.
Ngaze ngabona ukuthi angisayini ama vele akekho nomuntu ongapha ngakimi mama lokho ukufaka uplastic ekhanda ukhisha kuthiwa manje awufuni ngiyakuyeka bekubulala ngizothini mina la.
And my lord, that's when I realized that I need to sign, as I have been assaulted and a plastic would be placed in my head and taken off, and then I would be asked, are you signing or not, or whether you want them to assault you to death. What was I supposed to do? I then realized that I need to sign, my lord.
So all these arrangements, from taking a detour to Fosloras to that particular place, just for you to put a signature on that document.
Manje ukulibele yonke lendawo la ukube kade kusuka khona kusuka kuyiswa eFosloras bese naqhezuka emgaqweni niya laphayana ngasesibhedlela nje ukuthi wena uyosayina kwakade kuhanjwa yonke leyo ndlela ukuthi wena uyosayina.
Inkosi enkantolo nakho kwenzekile ngithi.
My lord, that's what happened.
Nawa ngisho namanye inkosi enkantolo thokwami signature la okwami ngenkani ngeforce bengiforce ukuthi angisayinela ukube mina ngangiforce inkosi enkantolo namanje ngiyasho phambi kwakho ngangeke ngisayinele into.
And my lord, all that happened from me, it's for me to sign. If I was not forced to sign, I was not going to sign, my lord.
Okay. Said you were tubed. What else was done to you?
Uthe ufakwe uplastic wachupiwa yini enye into ebakwenze yona?
Inkosi enkantolo ngathi mangifaka uplastic la bengibambe ngapha ngizama ukuphunyuka ngede bayangibamba straight bangipressa so.
My lord, as they have put a plastic on me and they have grabbed me with my hands, I was trying to get off the grip.
Ingakho ngaqala mangingena lapha eboxing ngitshela inkosi enkantolo lento ayenzeka kimi angimfisele omunye umuntu ibhlungu manje enhlizweni yami.
And my lord, that is why even when I started testifying, I said what happened to me, I would not wish that it happened to anyone. That thing is painful.
Ingakho ngize ngakhipha ngamagama ukuthi uNkulunkulu ababusise.
And that is why I even uttered the words that may God bless them.
Okay, it's fine, I heard you.
Uthi kulungile ukuzwile
So
umshushisi.
all this was happening in the presence of Colonel Rapado.
Konke lokhu kwenzakele uKolonel Rapado ekhona.
Ukhona ngithi iphoyisa elikhulu ngizothini mina ukhona.
Yes, he was present as he was one of the senior police officers.
And then, who approached you for a signature?
Ubani oze kuwe wathi usign?
Angithi bebe masobele babugcinile wethi namanje awufuni siyakuyeka bekubulala mangithi ke okay lethana ngisayina uyangineka ngiyasayina ngizothini mina inkosi enkantolo.
They came with Brigadier Gininda and they asked me, are you still refusing to sign, or should we let them kill you? And they brought the document with a pen and I opted to sign.
Did Colonel Rapado utter any words?
uKolonel Rapado yena ikhona into aye wayisho kuwe.
Ukhona raphatha inkosi enkantolo mayebamba iphepha sokukhuluma uGininde besethi bese ngithi mina hayi lethana ngisayine baya uyangineka ngethu uyakhomba ukuthi sign la ayikho into engizoyinqaba inkosi enkantolo mina.
My lord, Colonel Rapado had the document and Brigadier Gininda was speaking. When I said, bring the document, let me sign, he gave me and he paged through and showed me where to sign.
Was that his only involvement in regarding this document?
Yona yodwa into ayenzile uKolonel Rapado ukuthi akunike incwadi ukuthi sign la.
Njengoba ngisho inkosi enkantolo kunjalo ngikini.
As I am stating it, my lord, that's how it happened.
Nothing else?
ayikho enye into aye wayenza yena.
azange angibuzeni ngisikosi enkantolo
He never asked me.
ngisho igama lami akazange ngibuzeni
He never asked me even a single question, even my name. He never asked.
ngoba i-ID yami ayiphethe ngimbone ephethe nephepha so
What I saw is that he was in possession of my ID document, together with the document that he had.
No other words he uttered.
Akazange akhulume elinye igama.
nkosi enkantolo noma mhlambe kukhona khuluma nami ngumuntu ngiyakhohlwa kodwa wena izinto eziningi azikho angibuza zona ngaleli phepha mina nkosi enkantolo
My Lord, even if there are words that he might have uttered, I am a person, I forget. Perhaps I might have forgotten. However, a lot of things he never asked me pertaining to this document.
So a lot of things he did not ask you pertaining that document.
Uthi okuningi akazange akubuze mayelana naleli phepha.
ngithi nkosi enkantolo mina namanje angidibani naleli phepha leli phambi kwenkosi enkantolo okwami la ile signature ngayisayina ngenkani ngiyayivuma ngeyami ngayisayina ngenkani angisayinanga ngoba ngithanda
My Lord, I am still maintaining that a lot of these things I do not know, and what I am confidently agreeing to, it's my signature. I agree that this is my signature. However, I was forced to sign here.
When you were being assaulted, did Colonel Rapadu say anything
Ngalesikhathi
to
ulibele
the
ushawa.
police officers?
Ngalesikhathi ushawa. uKolonel Rapadu ikhona into aye
He's already answered to say he may have uttered certain things, but I'm human, I forgot. Asked and answered, my Lord. That's the court pieces.
But I'm arriving at a certain point. Can I not be distracted, my Lord? A version was put on your behalf that Colonel Rapadu, trying to find the relevant page, said or inquired from the police that were there, considering your condition, that if you were still alive,
uthi ke ummeli wakho uye wakhuluma etshela omunye wofakazi ukuthi uKolonel Rapadu uye wathi kumaphoyisa uma bekubheka ukuthi usaphila na.
ngiyathemba nkosi enkantolo akusinto ephuma emlonyeni wami leyo
I believe, my Lord, that is not what I said,
akaze ngiyibhekise into phambi kwenkosi enkantolo mina
as I did not mention it in front of this court.
26 October 2023, on page 18, this word was said to Colonel Rapadu.
Nge-26 zika October nyakenye nayi into eyakhulunywa kuye uKolonel Rapadu.
16 to paragraph line 16 to 20. So, and I quote, quoting at Mr. Mngomezulu. So the torturing, the tubing, the assaulting of the accused carried on until you were sorry and you told the police officers that were around, after seeing the condition of the accused, you asked them, is he still alive? And Mr. Mngomezulu proceeded to say, that is the question you asked.
Uthi ke ummeli wakho uye wathi kuKolonel Rapadu kusho ukuthi ukushawa ukuhlukunyezwa nokuchubiwa kwakamsolwa buye kwaqhubeka kufikela wena Kolonel Rapadu uze umbona waze wabuza ukuthi usaphila nalo umuntu olibele eshawa.
nkosi enkantolo angeke ngikwazi ukuphendula baba Mngomezulu la lapha eboxini ngiyathemba mina into engikhulumile into ephuma emlonyeni wami phambi kwenkosi enkantolo azange ngithi ubaba Mngomezulu ubuza ubaba uRapadu ukuthi cha ngeke ngikwazi ukuyiphendula nkosi enkantolo.
My Lord, I would not be able to respond on behalf of what Mr. Mngomezulu had said. I believe what I have testified on is what comes from me, and I did not mention anything with regards to Mr. Mngomezulu.
But did you hear this particular part of evidence when it was put to Colonel Rapadu?
Kodwa ubuzwile lobo bufakazi ngalesikhathi bucebi kutshelwa uKolonel Rapadu.
Kosenkantolo ngiphinde nayizola ngasho la ukuthi mangihleli lapha ziningi izinto ekhuluma enkantolo nami ngumuntu.
My Lord, as I have stated yesterday, that whilst I am seated on the accused dock, there are a lot of things that are spoken, and I am also human.
Ubaba uMgomezulu uzokhuluma nenkosi enkantolo.
Mr.
ngalokho
Mgomezulu
akhulumela ngazi mina.
is the one that would argue with the court on what he had said.
But do you understand the impact of asking this question to the witness? Meaning you were beaten to a stage where one has to ask whether you are still alive. Do you understand?
Kodwa uyazwisisa na ukuthi lo mbuzo obekade ubuzwa ufakazi wona wawukade uthini, okuchaza ukuthi ushawe ngendlela ebeyikuthi umuntu bekwamela azibuza ukuthi lo muntu usaphila na.
Ngithi namanje inkosi enkantolo ngeke ngikwazi ukuphendula ubaba uMgomezulu ngoba namanje inkosi enkantolo ukube la khona ijini lengangigqokile. Inkosi enkantolo bengeke ithanda ngendlela ejini le engcole ngayo.
My Lord, as I am stating, I would not be able to respond on what Mr. Mgomezulu had said. However, if the court could see the jean that I was wearing, the court would not like it.
Neqathulo ezayigcwele dust mangathwa nje sekhona mangathwa ngangayikhipha ngayivela inkosi enkantolo wabayithathanga.
And even the shoes that I was wearing, the dust that was on those shoes, if I would have been able to show them the court would not also like that.
Ingakho nje ngiphambi inkosi enkantolo ngithi ama ngilapha inhliziyo yami ibuhlungu inkosi enkantolo lokho kama namanje alifuna emhlonyeni wami ngeke liphele ngoba ngimi lapha nje inhliziyo yami ibuhlungu ngendlela ngangihlukunyezwa ngayo.
And my Lord, that is why I keep on mentioning that my heart is broken because of the way I was treated and assaulted.
So you see, with that version, and then put it to you that what you are telling this court is improbable, it did not happen, you are just making up a story.
Uthi umshushisi uyakutshela ukuthi lento oyishoyo ayikwazeki ukuthi ingayenzeka. Ayenzekanga futhi wena uyaziqambela.
Inkosi enkantolo yenzeka lento engikhuluma ngayo inkosi enkantolo ngoba ngilapha phambi kwakho yena. Yena wayengekho yena ukhuluma ngamaphepha awaphethe wayengekho yena la esasikhona thina.
My Lord, what I am testifying on indeed happened, and the state was not present. The state is just speaking as they are in possession of exhibits.
And I am qualifying which I am telling you now, because the AVL system does not locate that particular motor vehicle that you were transported in on that particular day.
Uthi into eyenza ukuthi ayisho leyo nto ngesibindi ukuthi ayenzeka ingoba iAVL akukho la ibeka le moto ebukade uhanjiswa ngayo kule ndawo ewichazayo.
Inkosi enkantolo namanje ngiyaphinda la ngithi mina ngeke ngiphendulele into engayazi le akhuluma ngayo umshushisi ngeke ngize ngiyiphendulele. Ngani ngoba mhlawumbe kube nginolwazi la bengizoyitshela inkosi enkantolo kodwa hayi kukanje manje angazi ngalento engikhulumela yona.
My Lord, I repeat, I would not be able to respond on what I do not know. As the state is referring to the AVL, I do not know anything about it.
Furthermore, you testified that after that particular place, you were taken to a certain police station. Can you take me through what happened when you arrived at that particular police station?
When I get uye waqhubeka wathi uma uqeda ukushawa kuleyo ndawo uye wayisiwa kuleyo police station. Uthi umshushisi akumchazisele ke ukuthi kuleyo police station kwenzakeleni.
Kuleyo police station inkosi enkantolo masingena phakathi sifike sama.
At the police station, my Lord, when we got inside, we stopped.
Ngehla ngajika ngapha nomkhana.
I alighted the motor vehicle and went the other direction with Mukhani.
Mafela ngabe siyajika waqhamuka lo yena ubaba lo ngingamazi uqhamuka kuphi manje ngoba ngimbonanga engena mina.
And whilst we were in that place, then this particular gentleman came and I did not see where he came from.
ngathi sabela phambi kwemoto elifortune lapha engasitupela khona amaphepha la kuthiwa ngisitupa ngakhona.
And that is when we went back to the Fortuna, and that's when I was asked that I did not put in my fingerprint on.
So you do not know the contents of this document?
Because ukuthi izinto ezibhalwe kule ncwadi wena awuzazi.
Namanje Nkosi enkantolo ngithi angidibane nazo mina.
I still maintain that I am not part of this document.
And this document is not the only document that you signed
Nangokho le
from the time
ncwadi
you were arrested up until this date.
kungasiyona yodwa incwadi ewayisayinda kusukela lesikhathi uzuboshwa kufikela lelanga leli uzusayina le.
Sicela ngithindele.
Uthi umshushisi le ncwadi akusiyona yodwa ewayisayina kusukela lelanga uboshwa kufikela leli langa uzebe usayina le.
Nkosi enkantolo ngithi mina zikhona izinto engisayine ngenkani. Angazi ukukhuluma ngaziphi umshushisi phambi kwenkosi enkantolo.
My Lord, there are certain documents which I was forced to sign. Therefore, I do not know which document is the state referring to.
And then when you signed those many documents that I'm referring to now, were you assaulted?
Manje nalawa amanye amaphepha amaningi la uwasayinile.
So sorry, my Lord. For clarification, perhaps the question on the grounds of vagueness, if my learned colleague can specify those other documents that he says my client signed without or with being assaulted, as the court please.
I presented to you yesterday a notice of rights that you were given at Pretoria North. You identified your signature. You said you did sign that particular document.
Manje umshushisi ufuna ukwazi ukuthi nawo lawa wonke amaphepha awasayinile wawukade ushayiwe na uphakama ummeli uthi ukhuluma ngamaphi amaphepha. Umshushisi uthi izolo ukunikele yancwadi le ebekade ikhuluma ngamalungelo le besiphethela le uthe uye wayisayina ufuna ukwazi nayo ukuthi ushayiwe na ngalesikhathi uzebe uyisayina.
Phambi kwenkosi enkantolo akaze ngithi ngishaye bamsayana incwadi masikhuluma nganayo incwadi esikhuluma ngankosi enkantolo.
Before this court, I never said I was assaulted when I signed the notice of right. I am now referring to this document that is in front of me, my Lord.
And so why was it necessary for them to assault you just to sign this document that you don't even know the contents?
Manje kungani kwakusemqoka ukuthi bakushaye ukuze usayine leli phepha ewungazi nokuthi libhalweni?
Nkosi enkantolo lo mbuzo ngongcola ububheka kumnikazi yelo ayentshentha ngisayine lapha mina.
My Lord, I believe that question would have been fair if it was posed to the person who said I should sign.
I mean, without you being assaulted, this document could have just been presented to you and then you put your signature there without being assaulted.
Unangaphandle kokuthi ushawe le ncwadi kube bavele bakunika yona bathi usayine bangakushaya.
Nkosi enkantolo ukube yena lo umne owabhala lencwadi wenza yonke lento ukube mhlambe wafunda wangitshena wazi wafika ngapha ekugcineni ebese ngitshena ukuthi ngizwile kho ngushoyo mhlawumbe Nkosi enkantolo bengizoyitshena okungcono ngoba ngithi Nkosi enkantolo mina namanje lencwadi le angidibane na.
My Lord, if the author of this document would have read this document to me and asked me if I understood everything that was contained in the document, then maybe today we would have been speaking something different.
See,
but
now
my
you're
Lord,
yes.
I am still maintaining that I am not part of this document.
See, now you're contradicting yourself. If that document was read back to you first and then you refused to sign, then I will agree with you. Then you were assaulted just to sign. But it was never read. You don't know what was contained in that document.
Uthi ke umshushisi uyabona ke manje usokhuluma into ehlukile. Uma ingabe lencwadi uthi uma ingabe lencwadi bebakufundele yona wena bese awuvumi ukusayina bese ke bayakushaya ubekazozwisisa yena ukuthi sebakushayela ukuthi bakufundele wazwisisa kodwa awusafuna ukusayina manje uthi wena awufuni ukusayina nangokho bangakufundela ngayo.
Nkosi enkantolo namanje ngiyaphinda mina ngale ncwadi ayikho into engihlanganisayo inomnikaziyo okuyena bambuza ngayo mina ngidibana nale ncwadi le.
My Lord, I repeat that I am not part of this document as there is no one who has read it to me. There is a person who wrote this document, who is the one that knows about this document.
Okay. Were all the pages of that document signed in that place that you have nicknamed Orlando?
Manje, wonke ama-page wale ncwadi asayinwe kule ndawo la uthe kuse Orlando.
Ngithi Nkosi enkantolo kukhona amaphepha ekuthiwa angiwasayinanga ngahamba ngawasayinela lapha lapha ngasidubha khona.
My Lord, there are certain documents which I was informed that I did not sign, and that's when I had signed where my thumbprints were taken.
Kule police station abangibeka kuyo Nkosi enkantolo.
At the police station which I was placed at.
I'm not sure if I did ask you this question, but I'll ask you for the sake of completeness. And then when you were eventually taken to that police station to complete the signing of the document, I'm correct to say there were no assaults there?
Uthi-ke ufuna ukwazi umshushisi ukuthi ngalesikhathi beze bekuyisa kule police station labo kade uyoqhubeka uyoqedelela ukusayina abazange bakushaya lapho.
Wayezongishayela Nkosi enkantolo ngoba sengiwasayinela amaphepha kuthiwa kushoda. Angwazi na shoda idema ngathiwa kushoda khona ngingawasayinanga. Ayezongishayela ukuthi vele useyenza intando yakhe.
Why was I going to be assaulted, my Lord? Because they had said there are certain documents which I did not sign, and they had already done their will. Therefore, why was it going to be necessary for them to assault me again?
Just lastly, on that aspect, in that area, was Sergeant Mohola present there as well?
Uthi-ke okokugcina ngayo leyo ndaba kuleyo ndawo uSergeant Mohola naye wayekade elibele ekhona lapho.
Nkosi enkantolo ngichazile ukuthi masuka lapha angibabonanga ukuthi abanye baya kuphi mina.
My Lord, I have explained that when we left that place, I did not see where others went to.
Ngoba kwayena ubaba lo ngangigibela emotweni la kwiFortune angibangisahamba na ukuya lapha sasiyakhona.
Because the same gentleman whom I was with in a Fortuna, I did not proceed with him.
Ngizombona futhi ekuthiwa hayi sayinana kunamaphepha engingawasayinanga sengingazi uqhamukaphi khona ukuthi wahamba ngani waya kuphi angimazi Nkosi enkantolo.
I only saw him when we were at that corner when he appeared, and I was informed that there were some documents which I did not sign.
So I'm moving to another aspect of my questioning. Are you now saying the man that got into that Fortuna that you met later on in the evening knew exactly what time you were at Morocco earlier on in the morning, to note 10 to 7 in the morning?
Manje ufuna ukuthi le ndoda ewuthi wena wawukade unayo emotweni yona yayikade yazi ukuthi bowufike ngobani isikhathi eMroka njengoba yena abhale ukuthi ufike ngemizuzu eyishumi ngaphambi kwehora lesikhombisa.
Nkosi enkantolo into engicabangayo leli phepha libhalwe nguyo lo libhale alibhalwa ngobongani.
My Lord, what I think is that this document was completed by whosoever. It was not completed by Bongani.
Ukuthi ubhala ukuthini ifuna yena le hayi mina ayikho into engibhalile la okwami leli phepha Nkosi enkantolo isignature ngiyavuma phambi Nkosi enkantolo isignature ngiyavuma ngeforce ukuthi kuthiwa mangisayinela.
On whatever that person wrote, I do not know. What I know and confirm, it's a signature that I was forced to sign, my Lord.
We'll proceed. They will argue that point at a later stage. Let's proceed now. Now, take this court through to the stage where you were at that Bakwena toll gates.
Uthi-ke lokhu sizoqhubeka ngakho mase sebayidingida bona njengabameli. Ake uthathe inkantolo-ke uma senilaphaya kuleya toll gate yeBakwena.
Nkosi enkantolo masifika kwi-toll gate siphuma ngeFortune. Iphume ngapha emoto leyo eyahamba usayitshena umhana.
My Lord, when we got to that toll gate,
wafika wehlisa iwindi wakhuluma nomabhena ngoba imoto zasezimsonje eceleni kancane seyiphumile ku-toll gate zasesimso bakhuluma la ngefastela ngingabeza ukuthi bathini.
The Fortuna stopped at the side, and there was another vehicle, and then Mukhane and Mabena spoke as Mabena was on another vehicle, and I could not hear what they were saying.
emveni ngalokho Nkosi enkantolo imoto yahamba yaze yangena e-cruise station le eRustenburg.
And then after that, the motor vehicle drove off until they went to the police station in Rustenburg.
I just want to clarify now. I'm not sure whether it was the interpretation thereof or is what you said. Was Mabena talking to Mukhane or Mabena was talking to someone else in the other vehicle?
Manje akucacisela uthi akazi ukuthi yimina otolike ngenye indlela noma uMabena wayekade ekhuluma noMukhane noma uMabena wayekade ekhuluma nomunye umuntu.
Nkosi enkantolo imoto mazini kanje umkhana ngithi ngapha kwa right. Kule
lord.
ngapha imoto lo odrive imoto ngapha usayitshela umhola ngithi kule moto abahamba ngayo. So maye khuluma ukhuluma uhlisa ifastela awuthi wehlile emotweni ukhuluma uvele ngefastela bayakhuluma so.
My lord, as the motor vehicles, they were parked adjacent to each other. As Mukhane was speaking to Sergeant Mukhola, who was in another vehicle, the window had been taken down, and it's not like he had alighted the motor vehicle.
No, I wanted clarity on that.
Uthi bekafuna ukucaciselwa yona le ndaba.
Yes, and then the car arrived at the police station. Which police station is that?
Imoto yafika ke police station. Ukhuluma ngayiphi police station?
Sikhuluma nge-police station yasePhukeng Nkosi enkantolo.
We are referring to the Phukeng police station.
And then what happened there?
Kwayenzakalani lapho?
Masifika lapha safika sangena ngaphakathi nabo sonke.
We all went inside the police station.
Hayi ema-ofisini ngaphakathi egate lapho kuma-parking.
Not yet in the offices, but we were now inside the premises of the police station by the gate.
Waphuma usayitsheni uMabhena nosayitsheni Mukhane baya kule moto le baphuma bonke ukuze ngibone nalo muntu lo ogqoka amaqhinga.
And then Sergeant Mabena and Sergeant Mukhane also went out of our vehicle and they went to that other car, and that's when I saw this other particular person.
Bakhuluma ke lapha phandle bekhuluma lapha kwabe khona imoto emveni ngalokho wehlusa usayitsheni Mukhane wahamba straight wakwangela lapho kwagcwele khona amaphoyisa ngaphakathi lapha ePhukeng.
They then spoke, and after that Sergeant Mukhane went straight into the police station where there were other police officers in Phukeng.
Ukuthi wayethini kuwangazi.
I do not know what was he saying to other police officers.
My lord, will this be the perfect time to take the 15 minutes break? I see it's 11:27.